Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is February 7th, 2021. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and you come back for more. For those who are new, hit my YouTube channel for the first time. I like to talk about online reselling. I also a vlogger, and I like to share tips and tricks with people on how to become a better seller and hopefully how to become a better YouTuber as well, because I do videos like that on occasion. Today what I want to talk about is saying it with a podcast, getting your message out there with a podcast. I had recently signed up for Anchor. It's Anchor by Spotify. And it's going on 12 noon over here. I'm in the East Coast of New York. It's a nice snowy day out, and I'm sorry about it. I forgot to silence my grandfather clock back there, but that's okay. I'll be going off any second now. But anyway, if you guys haven't heard of Anchor, it's a good program, and I'm going to just go over it really quick with you guys. I think you might want to check into it and do it, and have a podcast for yourself. I tell you, since I've got involved with the podcast, I only did, I think, 4 episodes so far. Now it kind of like adds to the mix. As far as like, now do I got to do a YouTube channel, now I got to do my podcast, and then I got to do my eBay business. And I tell you, I got a whole gamut of these little things here, and it is keeping me busy, I'll be honest with you. But it really is good. I like it, and it's on different platforms, and I'm going to show that to you guys right now if you want to stick around. You're probably wondering, why would I want a podcast? A podcast is not bad, you could also podcast on eBay, podcast on YouTube as well. I've seen people doing that there. They will just put a splash banner up, and they're talking in the background, But this one here is literally its own podcast, and it goes on to different areas where people can listen to it in different streams, so to speak. For example, we'll go over here for a second here. Now, this is mine. I only got 4 episodes. I know it's not much, but it's got 53 plays on it. Okay, so far. It's got unique 10 listeners, and podcast is like anything else. It's just like when you're starting a YouTube channel. You got to put some good stuff out there to kind of like get more people interested in the topic you're talking about. But what I like about Anchor is free. Okay, but let me just show you what I'm referring to. Here, you can see where it says where to listen. Now, when you click on here, it's got Apple Podcast, right? And I'm going to show you. It'll take you. You could actually listen to my stuff on an Apple Podcast. You got over here Breaker, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and you also have a copy RSS feed, whatever. Now, if you go over here, you will see if I click this on, it's going to take me to the Apple Podcast right here, preview. Okay, and then you could listen to it. All right, I only got 4 episodes, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This was the last one I did here. What makes a YouTube channel tick, right? And then usually the only thing when you're doing with Anchor, they only give you 29 minutes or 30 minutes to do an episode, which to me is good enough because for now, I can't really think of things to talk for about a whole hour. People will finally say, come on, you got to be kidding me. You do videos longer than that there. I know, but the thing is, it's a little different with the podcast because when I'm doing my YouTube channel, if I'm doing reselling news, I'm going to different windows. Like I'm showing you different websites, and I talk about, different, e-commerce stories. Where here, I'm kind of like doing a freestyle, But for now, I can't complain. I mean, the 29 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, is good enough for me right now. It kind of like keeps me in sync. And, I know when you're doing it, it'll also gives you a counter so you're not going over the time, So pretty much when you're getting close to that 28, 29 minutes, countdown, you might want to close out your podcast before it just ends abruptly, But you can see here, this is the Apple one. And if we go back, let's go back over here. Oh, not that one. If you go over here, this is Breaker. It's another one. But I'm going to go hit the ones that are more popular. Like here, here's a Google Podcast, and you can see here it is right here, and you can see Rich Pasini over here. People can subscribe if they want or visit the website. I think you could set that up as well. And you could also embed. I believe you could also embed your podcast within your website as well. And then the other one, let's go back over here. And last one is Spotify. Now, a lot of people are Spotify. I heard of Spotify. I mean, not that I'm saying because this, but prior to this. And as you can see here is Spotify right here. And you could follow me. If people went there, you could follow me. And you can see here's the ones I did. I only did 4 episodes. But I'm getting used to it right now, So you could also upgrade if you want more time, you could upgrade. I got the free service, of course. For those who follow me, I consider myself a conservative, frugal entrepreneur. If I can get something for free and almost get the same type of results with it, I'd rather do it that way right now. For me, it works. To me, in order for me to do an upgrade or whatever, it's got to justify the expense. I can't just say, oh, well, I'm doing this here. I want to see how it works. I want to feel the water, so to speak. But what I like about this here is, like I said, you keep it keeps track of the time, which is good. Because I was thinking if I didn't have that, they'd have to import a little time tracker in there, But and I think you can make as many episodes as you want. You can put as many podcasts as you want out there. But the other thing I like to use with in conjunction with this here was to get the word out is I like to go to Twitter. And on my Twitter account, I don't have a big following on Twitter, all right? But you could see here, I had this one here. This is the one I just showed you before, what makes a YouTube channel tick. And you'll know it's always an Anchor podcast. Like sometimes I put my YouTube ones on here. Like this one here is a YouTube video, right? Now, if I didn't differentiate it with that little Anchor, I would say, oh, this one here is, I put another one up, but it ain't. This is a YouTube video. So I popped the YouTube videos on my Twitter account. But you could also, again, share it on your Twitter. And hey, you can always tell it's got the little anchor there. That's how you know that's your podcast, okay? And people could check it out and stuff like that. And it can't hurt. It can't hurt. The whole idea is to make yourself known out there, And the more you can get more platforms like that, social media platforms, the better it is for you. Now, some may, ask me, well, all right, you started doing this Anchor podcast. Is it doing anything for you right now? Well, right now it ain't. I mean, I can't say it's doing anything right now, but let's go over here, for example. Let's go back here. And when you click on the View Public site, now I know people say, geez, that's where you got 3, estimated audience is 3. Like I said, I just started doing this here. I mean, it's not like something that's going to go, people can say, I got to go to his site, It's also going to matter as far as what title you're putting out there and what are you talking about, what subject are you talking about, right? What was I going to show you now over here? Okay, so these are the ones when you go to your site here, like I said, it'll tell you here, and you give a little brief intro. Like I said, I'll be talking about different topics. Some will be e-commerce related, as well as news events that affect their, everyday affect the reselling business. And again, you can listen on Spotify, and you could also check it out. But if you look right over here, in order to get that out there, they have the following thing. You could put it on Facebook, which I have. You could put on, this is the Instagram one if I'm not mistaken. Here's Twitter. And this one here, I believe, is YouTube. Let's see if I'm right here. I want to make sure. I really should be embedding the links in here. Yeah, okay, sorry, try search. Okay, you can embed the links in there. Very cut and dry. It's easy enough to do it there. All you would do is go over here. If this is your home page, all you could do is just copy the link in there, and then when you go to YouTube channel, put it in your comment section. Say, hey, my name is so-and-so. Here's my podcast link. You can listen to me on podcasts as well. And you could do it like that as well. Now, let's go back over here again. This is their homepage. And the features, you could see over here, you could sign in. So I'm already signed in, as you know. We could read a little into it. It says, say it all with Anchor, create, distribute, and monetize your podcast all for free. Now, let me go back over here. I want to show you something else, though, what I like about this here. If this is the one I'm thinking of, hold on for 1 second here. Yeah, this is what I like about this one here. It has your podcast performance, right? And it gives you the date range from 6/17/2020 to 2/30/21. Weekly, you could do weekly, and then if you pulled on the drop-down menu, you could do daily, weekly, and monthly. Here you could see a spike, and here how many people looked at it. Right, my first spike. Some I deleted because they were coming out replicated, but you could do that there. You could see. All right, this here is the information, your performance. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. For the first one, my first podcast, I know it shows deleted, but it's not deleted. This is how many people I believe seen it. It was 21 times it was played, 21 times. And then as time went on, being top rated, that only got one play. And again, being a top rated seller again, and then it goes on and on like that. What I also like about it, it shows your listeners, where they're coming from. 90% of the people that listen to, well, the small percentage of people that listen to my podcast were from the United States, and you had 3% from Germany, 1% from Ireland, Singapore you got 1%, and Italy you got 1%. But it also tells you the listening platforms, which is nice. Overcast seems like it was playing a lot on Overcast. This one here is the other, which was 59%. I know what the other is. I don't know what the ones. The only ones I know is Google Podcasts, and then Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So I don't know if someone's going to say, well, what is this other? I don't know. I wish I could tell you guys, but it breaks it down over here. Like you see on Anchor, only 13% listen on Anchor. The Apple Podcast, only 9%. But the fact, the point I'm trying to get across, folks, is it does work. You do get people out there to listen to it. Just be a little more interesting. I guess that's what it is, change up the title a little, put a topic out there that people could actually want to tune in and listen to, And you could also change the picture too. You don't have to keep that one, stagnant picture like I have, like when you go into my here. Like I don't need to have this here and my other podcast. So some I try to change. So like if I go over here, let's go back to here again. I put this picture in here. Then I change this one. I put a picture of me in my first podcast. This one here, I change it up. And this one here still has the same picture on there. But you could change it up. It's really simple to do. You could change it up. Let's go back over here again. So these are some of the stories. And here you could hear people, Chris Black, co-host of How Long Gone. All right. Then you got some over here, Kia Marie and Vic Styles, co-host Content Queens. And it goes on here. Here, built-in upload and recording and editing tools so you could easily create and publish episodes, right? Then it says see all your creation features, right? You could hit that there. Let's check it out. Let's see what it looks like here. Okay. And then you got the convenient creation tools. Now, when I create a new when I create a new podcast, I go over here. And I'll show you, I'm going to take you to that window when I'm getting ready to do a new episode. I'm just going to show you how it looks. All right. But they got I tell you the truth, folks, it's not bad. And it's for free. It's for free. All right. Get paid podcast. Now, on some of mine, they ask you when you're getting ready to do it, if you want to monetize it. So you can do that as well. Let's see what else I got over here. Listening support, whatever, an optional button for your Anchor profile for listeners to donate monthly, and they don't even need an Anchor account to chip in. I mean, how good is that? Now a lot of you guys might be wondering, why am I pushing Anchor? First and foremost, I don't have an affiliate link with them. Okay, that's the gospel truth. The only affiliation I have with them is because I signed up with them. Okay. I'm only sharing this information with you guys out there. So I don't want you to think, oh, well, this guy here maybe he's got an affiliate link, he gets a kickback. I'm not getting a kickback. If I was getting a kickback, I tell you guys up front, say, hey, if you sign up, I'm getting a kickback. I'm not getting a kickback. But, I'm putting it out there. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be doing a lot more podcasting on top of my YouTube, because and that's another thing too. With the podcast, I could also promote my YouTube channel, which I have been. I also been promoting my eBay business as well. But I'm going to show you how that works really quick here. Okay. They got. I think this is actually you could play this here too. All right. Yeah. Exclusive music. If you guys haven't heard of it, you got to check it out. What do you got to lose? Check it out. Right. All right. Collaborate with co-hosts and guests and listeners. I tell you, man, I am so glad I came into this here. And look, for everyone, everywhere, for free. Okay? We believe everyone's stories can and should be heard. So we're giving creators around the world, from first-time podcasters to pros, a powerful platform to share their voices. Get started. Already have a podcast, switch to Anchor. Okay? All right. Now, let me just show you one thing. Let's look at I always have to go into reviews too, folks. Before we even got involved with this here, I always like to read about what other people have to say about it. And over here, this says review of Anchor podcasting hosting. And it goes over here, hosting, building, sponsorships, more at no cost. It's true. There's no cost here. This one came out, updated. It was January 29, 2021, posted on February 10th. okay, 2020, Resonate recordings. Anchor is gunning for the mobile market in podcasting. It goes to say Anchor is hosting a platform that is easy to use and others offer a lot at no cost. It's a self-serve viable option for a beginner to step into the world of podcasting with no idea how to begin. That's me, right? With a lot of tools and unlimited hosting, one-click distribution, monetization, recording with friends, and more. Anchor serves to make podcasting as simple as cost-effective as possible. It operates on a minimalistic approach, but minimal can be also restricted to those who need advanced features. So that's when you would probably do the upgrade, you know. And then it goes on to say your overview or features. Now I'm going to give you the URL for this one here. It's Resonate. So it'd be www. Let me make sure I get the whole thing in here if I could. Let me just shrink this out a little here. There we go. Wow. Okay. The URL, if you want to read it on Resonate website, it's https://resonate resonaterecordings.com. Okay, click that on there and you can read on it. If you can't, just type in Resonate recording, we call it podcast issue, whatever, and it'll bring this up. You can read more into it. I don't want to read too much of this, folks. I know you guys are busy. I don't want to take too much of your time, but it really is. They also have for your mobile phone too. It says easily recording your desktop and mobile phone. So if you're on the fly and you want to pick up that iPhone or whatever and put it on there, you could do it as well, you know. And then this is the things it offers over here: message, the episode, build, and music and transitions, artwork, and then it goes to the pros and cons, of course. Everything has pros and cons, you know what I'm saying? Audiograms and so on. So with other features, analytics, which I showed you, you know, plays, download, streams, ad impressions, monetization, which they have as well. Hey, if people want to donate to my podcast, please do. I can use it. I'm sure we all can. No, but I'm just kidding aside. But no, seriously, you know, you can always check it out. There's a lot going on here. Listener support, Anchor for professional podcasts, premium content, website integration. You could put this in your website as well if you want to understand. Video capabilities, and then you got social, pros and cons of Anchor podcast hosts, and then it's going to give you the pros and cons about it. So far, I like it. Now, a lot of people may read this here and say, well, I don't know, I'm reading the pros and cons about it. It doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really do anything for me. But me, I'm one of these guys. I'm an optimist more than a pessimist. I will stick with this here. I'm going to keep putting it out there. You know, it's going to be a lot of naysayers out there. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do this and that. Hey, that's totally up to you guys. But like I said again, on my YouTube channel, I put this information out. And as I always say, I hope you guys get a takeaway from it. And what you do with it is up to you. You know, that's all I can tell you. It's up to you guys. All right. And then I guess, what is this here? To the bottom here. That's the bottom. Oh, okay. Yeah. Check it out if you get a chance. And let's see what else I could show you here. Okay, we were into that window. As a current balance, of course, I don't have anybody contributing right now, but that's okay. All right. Now, what I want to make an episode. Now, you also over here, this is your dashboard here. Right here's the dashboard, and you got your episodes. When you go to your dashboard, you got the episodes on. Of course, only the 4. I am going to be doing a podcast today. I don't know what it's going to be exactly about. It might be eBay related, might be YouTube related. You know, I might even throw a little blurb out to this here. And my computer is running slow. Anyway, let me log in. So we'll log in over here, and of course, we got me back over here. Let me just see something with the money part here. Now, here's the thing. It goes on to say here, finish setting up your account. I didn't do that just yet, so you can see how much money, see how much you're earning and cash out. Now, I know there ain't nothing there, but activate. Then it goes over here, activate Anchor payments. That's when you go in there. You're going to put your financial information in there, your bank account, route number, whatever, and that'll take care of that part there. Then over here, it says click to record. If you want to get into a sponsorship, $15, I guess that's cost per thousand, whatever it is. I'm not into that just yet, okay? But here, let me just go over here with the new episode. When you're getting ready to do an episode, and you could also, what I like about the series, I have a program called Cyberlink Wave Editor. If I want to make my voice sound more like on a radio, I can go into Cyberlink Wave Editor with the timer and do a whole podcast on there and incorporate in here, drag the files in here. You could upload those files. You could upload or drag those files in this little box over here. But if you go to your library, it's going to show you your recent ones, right? It's going to show you the recent ones that you did, which I did here, 2.4. 128, and then on May 24th, 2020, I did one. I only got 4, but today will be number 5. What am I going to talk about? I don't know. And when you're getting ready to do it, now I'm on my Blue Yeti microphone here. You could also do a headset if you want as well. When you click the record on here, you're going to get a little notification here. Let's see what happens. It says start recording. It says we can hear you. Okay. Now, that's what they're telling you, you're going to hear. And I'll tell you what your default input device is, which right now I'm using my Yeti, Blue Yeti microphone here. So that's why it caught that there. It captured that Blue Yeti mic. And then when you hit the start recording now, you'll get a timer on it. Okay. And the timer will count it from 30 minutes on. My suggestion is when you are doing that there, when you're doing your video, a podcast, I should say, make sure that, like around the 27 or 28 mark, you start finishing up, because after that, it cuts off. And you don't want to be abruptly shut off. It's like, I was just listening to that guy's podcast, and he was talking, he got cut off. So keep an eye on that there. If you're going to bounce around on the windows, do a split screen. Keep the Anchor website open when you're recording this. If you're going to go back and forth, let's say you want to talk about different things, let's say you do want to go to different websites and you want to talk about a specific topic or a story, keep that window open, because that count is going to keep going, folks. Okay. And you don't want to keep going on and on and on. Let's say you bump up, because if you click a window on, you go to another website, that stays, it runs in the background. But if you're not paying attention, you could be running your mouth, and next thing you know, it's like, I was talking for an extra 5 minutes and it's all cut off. So make sure that if you're going to go bounce around to other windows, do a split screen and keep it, keep that window open. Make sure you keep that Anchor window open so you can see that timer going. And like I said, I like to always stop around the 28. Like as soon as I hit, it comes out to like 28 or 29. Well, not right, 29, it's too close. Around 27, actually it's 27, 28. Start finishing up, wrapping up what you're going to do on your podcast, because, like I said again, you don't want to be, abruptly ended at like that there, because people be like, what happened here, Yeah, and then they got music. You could also add music to it. Let's do it. So you add songs to the episode. You could do that as well. And then you get the messages over here. Share a voice message link. Okay. And then you got over here transitions, handy transitions for your episode. I didn't listen to it. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm just curious. Oh, okay, things like that. All right. I guess if you want to end it like that, or maybe you can start the beginning like that, right? Not bad. All right, they have a couple. I gotta watch over here. Hopefully he's ain't copyright protected. I don't want to get any strikes on my YouTube video because of this here. But this is what they give you, right? So, and they got, I don't know how many they got here. I don't think it's that many, right? Well, they got quite a bit. Oh, it keeps going. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to start doing that too. I'm going to look more into that there, as I was like adding some maybe beginning music and end it with it, and and ending music as well. I got to play around with that. I didn't do that there. But, you could also, when you do it, you could see the your total length and your preview episode. You could also preview it. So, like, if I go back to mine right now, and it's the library, and I want to hear what it sounds like. Let's play a little clip here. This is the newest one I did.
Hi and welcome. My name is Pasini, and I am a YouTube creator. And today I want to talk about what makes a YouTube channel tick.
Now, that was the one I just did recently. That was done on February 4th, right, 2021. So, again, they're only a half-hour segment, but if you want to go higher, like you need more time, that's when you would do the upgrade. I'm not going to do any upgrades right now. I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm going to try it this way and see what happens. Listen, if you don't try it, you're never gonna know. What do you got to lose? It's for free, right? And if you come up with a good title and you come up with maybe a nice little image there, keep it interesting and stuff like that. I know mine sounds kind of bland. There's no music in the background, it's just me talking. So again, you got to play around with it, folks. But again, try it out. Use it to your advantage. Advertise your YouTube channel on it. Advertise your eBay business on it. Do podcasts like that. It can't hurt. It can only help. That's how I look at it. And, when I come across things like this, I know a lot of you probably out there probably say, well, I know about podcasts. It's not like I never heard them before. Yeah, but this is your own. This is your own thing. And some people may say and I'll tell you the same information just like I would want to talk about creating a YouTube channel. People say, well, what am I going to talk about in the podcast? You find things to talk about. Okay? You find things to talk about. Here, like for example, this new magazine came out here, right? It's the got my address over there. It's the streaming media. This magazine is for free. Now, I want to talk about a podcast, right? I could go through here and say today I want to talk about streaming media. I could just use the title right here, right? I could do a podcast. I want to do a podcast on streaming media. And then what I would do is I would go through here ahead of time, of course, and then I would read little captions out of it. Oh, let me read you a story about. I just want to go over some things about streaming media, and you start picking things out of the magazine. You don't have to go word by word or be verbatim, but the thing is you start, and that's how you start building up an audience, stuff like that. And it depends what you want to talk about. If you're a person that's always going to talk about eBay, well then your podcast is going to be geared towards eBay people. If it's going to be about YouTube, it's going to be geared towards YouTube. And you're probably saying, well, you're doing both. You're doing YouTube and eBay. I want to keep this podcast, just like my YouTube channel, I want to keep it an open forum. I want to talk about different things, and I might want to do it on the fly. Like if let's say something I seen something or something happened throughout the course of the day, I might want to just pop a video out there, or I might want to do a podcast about it, or talk about that, or bring that story up within my podcast. But I'm telling you, folks, it can't hurt to try it. Like I said again, what do you got to lose? The most important thing is getting your name out there, getting that information out. Remember, information is power. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna stick to it. I know I only got 4 episodes, but I'm still new at it. I haven't gotten to do many as I want because, like I said, I'm also thinking up my YouTube channel, and I'm also doing my eBay business. I do research on eBay as well. So and then throughout the course of the day, I got personal things I take care of. So for the most part, I'm gonna. This is another one added to the mix. This is another one added to the mix. So instead of just doing 2 things, now I got my podcast to work with. And I tell you the truth, it really feels good to have a podcast. The thing is to make it work for you though. And if you guys start it, if you do look into this here, and if you want to share with us, I'd really be great if you could. That if you find that you did venture into this here, and as time goes, it's not gonna be an overnight success, but if you do this as time goes on, and you find that you are becoming monetized on here, you are getting donations, stuff like that, and you want to share with us, that'd be great. I'd love to hear a story like that. That to me, that'd be like a success story. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to try it out. I think a lot of people today have a podcast. There is a person I follow. I don't know if they're still doing it though. They do a podcast on YouTube. So if you don't want to go this route, then you could do it on YouTube as well. As well, you could just put a splash page on there and just put on there, I don't know, I'm just throwing my name out there, Rich Pasini's podcast, whatever, YouTube channel, or whatever you want to put in there, and then you'll talk in the background. You won't see no face, you won't see no face or anything. You'll just you'll be strictly talking back there, and nobody will see you. You could do something like that. But here's the thing: remember, this is what I'm talking about right here. Where is it? Remember where to listen. See, if you're getting people, this is what I'm talking about, the other social media areas to get your information out there. That's what I'm talking about. YouTube is a great. I also posted on Facebook as well. These are the other areas to share it with. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and this looks like this is the YouTube one as well. But here's where they listen to it. Okay? Apple Podcast, Breaker, Google Podcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Spotify, and then of course the copy RSS feed, whatever. So those are different revenues where you could go down, or I should say avenues where you can go down and get more exposure out there. I put it on like I said again, I put it on Twitter. And going forward, I might have put a couple other ones on there, I think as well, probably down below here. But I know I put more on there as far as I know. Here's the other one. Here it is, right here. Starting YouTube channel. See the little anchor there. So I do put them on here as well. I mean, I want to get the message out there. Now, you might say, yeah, but how many people listen to it? Look, I can't tell you offhand. I mean, I can tell you by looking at the analytics on the podcast, but you got to start somewhere, right? listen, I'm not going to hold you guys up. If you do get a chance, if you are new to my YouTube channel, this is my homepage here for YouTube. I do the reseller news. I do the Let's Talk eBay, but I'm also a vlogger, so I may talk about different things. These are some of the videos I did years ago, 4 years ago, and believe it or not, they're still getting views. And I do get questions on these here as well. Okay, I do get questions on these here. People do comment on some of these things on the demo videos, sneak peek videos, and intro videos. So people do. They still do look at those older videos. So, but if you get a chance, that's my homepage right there for my YouTube channel. I'm thinking of changing it up again, the banner. If he's like, oh, here we go again. Those who fundraise said he's changing his banner again. Yeah, because I don't know. I like to change it up every now and then. Keeps it interesting somewhat. I don't think it really hurts anything. Like people might say, hey, you got this here and you're changing the banner. I don't know. I mean, I just like doing it. So, but remember, folks, if you get a chance, check this out. Let's see what else I can show you before I close this video out. Okay, we went over basically the different platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. If you want to go to their homepage, right? Let me go over here to the homepage. Let's go back over here. Can we do this here? Okay. Let me give you. All right, here's the homepage to Anchor. It's https://anchor.fm. That's it. And then when you want to get started, you click this button on here. It's going to give you the welcome page. You're going to create your account. You can create without constraints. Get heard everywhere. 100% free according to this. No hosting limits, no trial periods, and your own. Yeah, it says in here, and you own your own content forever. It's not me saying. I'm just reading what's on this site. They also have, again, you could switch. You could see the features. They also have a blog. Word of mouth. Podcasting tips. Give me help you out with the tips to help you get started. Word of mouth here. Podcasting tips, creative stories, and news from me. Now, I'm going to leave this on because I want to come back to it because, like I said, now I am a podcaster too. I could tell people I have a podcast, It's just another thing to add to the mix. I love it. I do. I tell you the truth. I'm going to love doing my podcasts going forward, just like as much as I love my YouTube channel. And I love, like I said again, I love selling on eBay. But this is a whole new thing for me. And 2021 hopefully is going to be a good year. I think, I'm looking at my own perspective right now. For me, I think it's going to be a good year because now, like I said, I'm going to add this to the mix. So it's just another thing to add to my keep my day busy, right? Another thing to keep me going. I like being busy anyway, folks, to be honest with you. I really do. I like being busy. Here it is. It's Sunday afternoon. It's 12. It's going on 12:30. It's going to break for lunch. And in the meantime, I don't know if I'm gonna do the reseller news or Let's Talk eBay segment. Maybe later. I got to see, but I want to think about what I'm going to talk about on my podcast for today. I definitely want to do it. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about exactly, but I'm toying around with some ideas. But also, what I want to ask you guys, not to ask you guys, but I want to share with you guys. If you see this magazine, if you want to get it, it's not bad. It's streaming media. If you go to the site there, I think it's streamingmedia.com, whatever it is. You can get this magazine. It looks like something that you'll pay for a subscription for free. You get this for free. I don't think they have anything in here, right? Usually I have those little cards there. Yeah, but if you go to streamingmedia, oneword.com, you could read up on this here. You could apply for a free subscription to this here. It's good. I get it every month. And you do get some good pointers at it. And okay, that's what it's called, streaming media. Okay, that's what you want to check it into. Okay, again, it's for free. I love freebie stuff, And the other thing I want to show you really quick is I was cleaning up the other day. Matter of fact, I got to do a lot of shredding later on today, and I came across this thing, just something to keep in mind, right? I might be putting this sometimes, like this little caption, keep it in my YouTube channel, but it goes on to say here, if you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. That's a quote from him, and it's so true. It really is so true, folks. But that's I like that saying. I said, let me go share this with my YouTube followers and my subscribers. Yeah, that's what it is. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. You know why? When it's like this here, I used to tape it up on my computer screen, and I'd look at it every day as just a reminder. It's true. It really is true. I think that's the problem today. People get too caught up in everybody's business. Oh, what's this one doing? What's that one doing? The most important thing with anything you do, even in life, with your job or with YouTube, with eBay, whatever it may be, even like now with this podcast, people need to stay focused. You got to stay focused. You can't have distractions. Right now, it's quiet. I'm in the studio apartment. It's quiet. There's nobody here to bother me. Everybody's out doing their own thing, and I can concentrate on what needs to be done. And I don't, even though on this computer here, the main one, my desktop, I also have a laptop that sits next to me. I keep that open as well to see if I get any messages from eBay buyers, inquiring, or let's say they're getting ready to make a purchase or they have an inquiry. I want to be able to answer them right there and then. I don't want them to wait an hour, 2-3 hours later. So that's why I keep my laptop adjacent to my desktop here. I want to be right on it. I want to be spot on it when someone inquires about something on eBay. Listen, the sooner you get to reply to these people, hopefully the sooner you'll make a sale. I found that happen. It's been happening to me. If I wait too long, your potential buyer will go to another seller, and you can lose the sale. So that's another little word of advice. If you don't have that, if you don't have a laptop, you could keep your phone next to you. Let's say you only have one computer, the desktop. That's your main one. You could, if you have an iPhone or whatever, a cell phone, you could keep it on the on position, of course. And when someone makes a message or whatever, or they're doing an inquiry on your eBay listing, you could, pause what you're doing here and answer them. eBay, when it comes to a YouTube channel, all right, podcasts, you got to keep going, basically. But when it comes to you're doing a YouTube, you're creating a video, you could pause it, okay? And then you could cater to your potential eBay buyer, because that's your bread and butter. That's what's putting money on the table, food on the table. But keep that in mind, though. With a podcast, they don't have it. That's one thing. They don't have where you can stop and start and stop it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. Once you hit that stop button, there's no pause either, as far as I know. Then you got to start all over again. That happened to me a couple days ago. I was doing something, and I got distracted. Something happened, and I thought, oh, let me see if I can pause it. You can't. Once you pause it, it goes into a play mode. It starts downloading whatever. It goes into a play mode, so you can preview it, and that's it. So you can't pick up where you left off. That's the only thing. The only drawback with this, as far as I'm concerned, as far as that part goes, you can't pause it and pick up where you left off. There's a way it's done that I don't know, But you definitely check into this stuff, folks. Use it to your advantage. Get the word out there, And again, like I said, if people, if they were to ask, what am I going to talk about? It's just like I always tell them about YouTube, starting a YouTube channel. People sit there saying, what am I going to start a YouTube channel for? I didn't know at first what I was going to do on YouTube. Okay. I have to give kudos to eBay, because it was because of them I ended up, getting more intense with creating YouTube videos. Now I think right now to date, I think up to 1,316 videos or something like that. And I never thought I'd have that many. There's people that have far more than that. I've been on some YouTube creators that have 14,000 videos. I'm over here thinking, wow, I got a lot. That's nothing compared to what these guys have. But again, when it comes to YouTube, people say, what am I going to do? Start a YouTube channel. What am I going to talk about? Your talents. We all have hidden talents, what your passion is, whatever. Like I said again, so I don't want to sound like a broken record, but whatever you're good at. If you're a painter, you're an artist, you're a carpenter, a woodworker, whatever, artisan, craftsman, put it out there. You're a baker, cook, put it out there, share it with the people. Yeah, but there's so much competition out there. There's like thousands of those. There's thousands of people doing it. Well, you'll be 1,001. What are you gonna do? You're gonna shy away from your dream, your passion. Listen, folks. We're going to pass this path once in life. I don't know about you, but I know for myself, I'm going for the gusto. I'm going to where I'm going to keep going where I can't do it anymore. That's how I feel. I still feel young enough. I still feel I still feel like I could do it. And I'm not giving up on my dream. I'm not giving up on my eBay business. I'm not giving up on my YouTube business, my YouTube channel. And I'm not going to give up on my podcast. Because I think it's gonna help me out. I think it's really gonna help me out, and it may help you out too. Listen, whatever endeavors you do, wherever avenues you go down, as far as like if you're going to create a business or a YouTube channel, or now in this case a podcast, I'm wishing you the best of luck. Stick to it. Don't get discouraged if things don't happen right away. I'm talking on all three of those platforms, because folks, as we all know, life has its ups and downs, its peaks and valleys, and you know what? That's what makes you, what they say, what don't kill you makes you stronger. It's almost the same thing. Don't let it discourage you. Be positive. Keep pushing forth. And if you make mistakes, don't worry about it. I tell my kids the same thing when they're little. Oh, Dad, I made a mistake. This and that. And I tell them, kids, it's okay to make mistakes. You'll learn from them. Don't ponder on them. Learn from it and move on. Don't stop. Don't let that bother you. Because, folks, let me tell you something. We could sit here and we could look back at our mistakes, at the things we should have and could have, and we didn't do, and it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change things, not one iota. Go for it. Go for the gusto, folks, because I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be one of those parents or a person, even for yourself, and sit there saying, you tell that story, I should have, could have, and would have. You don't want to do that. I don't want to tell my kids that there. I want my kids to say, hey, Dad, my dad, he's trying. He's putting his 100% into that business. I want my kids to think, hey, my father's not a quitter. I'm not a quitter, and neither should you be. Don't quit. Okay, I always tell my kids too. It's another thing. It's easier to quit than to stay into the game. Okay, don't quit. Stick to it. Keep doing it. Go for it. And you know what? With your drive and perseverance, it might not happen overnight. It may take a long time to do it. But you know what? The most important thing is that you're in it. You're in it. You're living that. You're living your dream. That's the thing. You're living your dream right now. Okay? Live it to the fullest. Just like life. They say, like Joel Osteen would say, the pastor. Live life to the fullest like it's your last day, because you don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what tomorrow holds. What's that saying? Tomorrow is promised to no man. So, don't let things discourage you, folks. Hey, look, my channel is slow growing, my YouTube channel. If I get 2 subscribers, I lose 3. If I get 3 subscribers, I lose, it goes back and forth. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm still doing my YouTube channel, right? I didn't give up. You're going to have that happen. You're going to see it probably fluctuate. Maybe you won't. But I know with me, I see my YouTube video, my YouTube subscriber list, whatever, going up and down. I get 2 today, I lose 1. I lose 1, I get 2, and vice versa. It's slow growing, my channel. You know what? I keep it real. I keep it the content, original content. Like I'm saying, for me. And I'm letting my channel grow organically. And I am learning as time goes on from other creators. And the most important thing is learning with the podcasting. Learning with this now. Now I gotta throw this into the mix. But in the end, hopefully it'll pay off. All right, I think it's time to break for lunch, guys. Like I said again, I'm wishing you guys all the best. If you like this content, if you got some takeaway from it, if you think it was helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up. If you like, hopefully you like me, subscribe to my channel. And, if you want to be updated, please, like, comment, and share, and hit that bell notification icon. And when I post that new videos, you'll be getting word on. Like I said, my YouTube channel is to help inspire and share. I call it the His Initiative. I will put information out there. Also, keep in mind, I do the Let's Talk eBay segment. I also do the Reseller News. But I'm also a vlogger, like I said earlier. So there may be times I'll be doing videos like this. So, all right. Talk to you next time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. My name is Pasini. Bye-bye for now.